Hi guys, it's bright and early here on a Sunday morning in Boulder, and we're at a shop in Boulder that specializes in lifting Jeeps. And my man Devin at Devin's, what's the car company called? Devin's Car Care. And Devin, what's your website? Sorry, what's your website? You have a website? DevinsCarCare.com. Our friend Devin here has done a lot of work on, of course, our long-term JK, and it's that time that we've been waiting for. Basically, it seems like all summer. And what we're going to do with this Jeep is we're going to put a professional TerraFlex lift, 3.5 inch on it, 3.5 inch lift on it, a short arm lift, not the long arm lift. But before we do that, I kind of wanted to show you what the Jeep looks like now. I wanted to show you the tires, the wheels that we're using, and talk to Devin about the parts that we're putting on. So let's start with the Jeep. You probably know this. It's a 2016 JK that we've customized with a Warren winch. And by the way, we're not doing a diff lock. You know, this is called diff lock. The whole irony of this entire series is that we're calling it diff lock, but we've never had a diff lock in any of these videos. But we do have a Warren winch, and you know what, that's not bad. If you're going to get stuck, at least you have a winch to winch yourself out. We've put on a bumper, which is a best top bumper. That's an aftermarket bumper. And of course, this was a regular standard sport, which meant that it came with kind of those more on-road worthy wheels. We swapped those out for the Rubicon wheels that we bought on Craigslist, and it's starting to get a little bit worn. So today we're going to go and take it to the next step. Tommy, you want to come over here? Yeah. Why don't you tell them the difference between a short arm and a long arm lift?
But really, we'll have to talk to Devin for all the details because he's got them all laid out on the table over here. But with the short arm lift, we're going to use the stock swing arm suspension mounting, so there's not going to be any cutting and welding there. At least we're not going to be moving the mounting positions. And this TerraFlex 3.5 inch Alpine lift should be a pretty cut and dry installation. Well, at least we hope it is. There's more to this Jeep. We've got the best top, soft top. We've got a set of the Rubicon rock rails, and we're going to be putting on some big 35 inch tires, which are going to look a lot better than these little itty bitty 32s on Rubicon wheels. Here we go. These are the Firestone Destination MT2s. These are a brand new tire, so we're super excited to put these on, and take a look at the size difference. I mean, that's pretty massive.
Here's a bit of useless trivia, Tommy. Did you know that these are the exact same size as the Raptor tires?
I did know that, actually. That's funny, yeah. And we've got a set of rugged ridge wheels.
Yeah, look at this. It's not going to be, that is not enough space, right?
No, there's not enough clearance there.
Yeah, but, so Tommy, why are we doing this lift? What's the purpose of us lifting this Jeep?
Well, we've been taking this Wrangler on more challenging trails recently, and we've been getting a little bit hung up, especially on things like the diffs. And a lift isn't going to give you more clearance to the diff, but a bigger tire certainly will. And having this is going to be a big advantage off-road. Now keep in mind, being a Rubicon or a Sport S, this should have had 321 gears on it. I have the 373 gears, so it shouldn't be that painfully slow with these big tires, but we'll just have to wait and see what a difference that makes. And
we do want to point out that this video series is sponsored by our friends at Firestone. They provided us with these tires. Also TerraFlex that provided us with the lift kit.
So, and Rugged Ridge with the wheels.
And Rugged Ridge with the wheels. Now let me show them the wheels. They're pretty badass. They are aluminum, which is not an ideal material for going off-road, because aluminum wheels, if you hit them, do tend to crack, whereas steel wheels tend to bend. But let me show them to you. We picked these wheels because they're just really cool looking. And let's face it, actually it's more than half of the people who actually do a lift do it not because they want to go off-road, because it just makes a Jeep look badass. And these wheels look at the color. I mean, it just matches the color perfectly. And this was perhaps more of a style decision than a pure off-road decision. But you know, if you're going to have a lift a Jeep, it should look badass. Tommy, why don't you walk them through the TerraFlex lift that we got over there?
Yeah, so I've got our man Devin over here. We also have these. These are the new Falcon, I think Falcon 3 shocks. They're fully adjustable. Pretty cool stuff. They're like jewelry for a Jeep. Devin,
hey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, Tom?
So kind of walk us through what we've got going on here with this kit.
Well, basic suspension. Obviously, you got your lift springs, all the proprietary brackets and such, exhaust spacers to bring the exhaust down for the front drive shaft. This kit comes with the TerraFlex speed bumps, which it's kind of a mix between a nitrogen charged air bump and your standard cellular foam bump stop. So that's pretty cool.
So these swing arms, they look like they're adjustable. How does this work? Are they just essentially a thread up here?
Yep.
So you can see that's gonna take some time probably to get it lined up correctly, correct?
Yeah, they give you some baseline measurements, but once we're all done, we'll make sure it's square and pinion angles and
You know what impresses me? I mean, look at the quality of this. I mean, it's precision crafted. It's really good.
Oh yeah.
Really well done. And how long is this lift going to take? You know, you do these a lot, right? How long are we looking at actually lifting it? There's no welding involved here, is there?
No, it's complete bolt on. Some cutting for the speed bumps and such, but I think the instructions say 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Hoping to have it done in under 4, but
cool.
We'll see.
Have you done it before, so you kind of know?
Done it once or twice.
Yeah. Yeah. So 4 hours to make your Jeep look badass. I think that's a pretty good trade-off. Now, of course, it's not only about making the Jeep look badass, but it's about performance, and TerraFlex, we think, makes some of the best performance parts out there. We got a chance to ride in some TerraFlex lifted Jeeps when we were at Easter Jeep Safari this year, and I was really impressed. So that's why I asked the guys over at TerraFlex to send us this. I was seriously impressed with kind of the quality and the workmanship that these guys put into it, and I'm not disappointed. You know, I mean, this is. I feel terrible getting this dirty.
I know, right?
So, Devin, what do you do with the stock stuff that comes off the Wrangler? What, just toss it?
Well, we've tried to keep it around, try and sell it. You know, keep it for spares. If we have really good stuff, I keep like the stock track bar stuff like that as spares. But majority of the time, it just sits here.
Yeah, I mean, there's somebody who'll want it, right?
Yeah,
but finding that person is almost impossible.
Exactly. So, anybody watching, if you need any suspension parts, we got a few.
Hey, yeah, that's right. If you guys are watching this video, we will gladly donate any of the parts that come off the Wrangler to you guys. All you got to do is come down here to Devon's and pick them up, right? We're not going to ship them. It's going to be too expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
But come on down to Devon's and pick them up. And once again, Devon, what's your website if somebody wants their Jeep lifted here in Colorado?
DevonsCarCare.com.
DevonsCarCare.com. Are there any questions, Michael?
Yeah, someone who came in late is wondering how big the lift is.
It's a 3.5-inch lift, which is, you know, about the normal size for a lift.
And plus, with Tommy's 35-inch tires, the total lift is going to be about 5 inches.
Yeah, we're getting about 5 inches altogether.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
And Devin, is there a difference between the 2-door and the 4-door, the regular and the limited, the way that the suspension goes in?
No, the main components are the same. I believe TerraFlex uses different spring rates for the 2-door and 4-door. I'm not 100% sure on that, but most lift companies, the spring rates are different just because of the added weight.
Now, we should address the fact that a lot of times when people do this, they'll do a diff lock first, right? They'll do some kind of a lip locker.
Yeah, limited slips.
Right, but you know what? We're going without it. We have a winch.
We already have a limited slip in the rear.
And we have it's a Quadra-Track, right? That's what it's called?
No, it's
no, it's not the Quadra-Track.
that's their term for the four-wheel drive system.
What's their term?
I don't remember what their limited slip term is in the rear.
Anyway,
it does have a limited.
It does have a limited slip in the back that does allocate power. We've taken it up Old Mine Hill. We should be okay. We always take a buddy, right? As long as you got a buddy, a winch. You said you used to actually open the diff and just weld it.
Yeah, growing up, I could never afford the actual locker, so Lincoln locked them.
Is it just a body lift, right?
Just a body. Look at just a body lift. Just a body. Look at this.
It's just a body lift.
Just a body. Look at that. What are you talking about?
Not just any body. Oh, look at that.
It's not just a body lift. Look at those
Roman, you got
reservoirs.
your reservoirs, which are really exciting.
And look over here. You can change the amount of shock you get from 15 psi to 25 to 35. So you can actually change the ride quality with these shocks. So yeah, I mean, let's talk about that, Devin, actually. So I mean, there are like basic lifts, right, where you can just take a Jeep, put some spacers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is
the budget boost.
The budget boost. That is not hard to do. We are as far from that as you can get.
Right. The only next step would be long arm suspension kit.
Yeah. This is as good as it gets, and this is highly engineered, and I think it's actually in a way better than the stock stuff.
Yeah. A lot of people think they do ride much better.
We'll find out. We're at the end of this day, hopefully in 4 to 5 hours, we're going to go live again when it's done. We're going to show you the results. We're going to show you what the Jeep looks like, and we're going to have Tommy and Mike there go for a ride in the Jeep and kind of talk about it. Yes, Tommy?
It's called the track lock limited slip rear diff. Is what Jeep calls it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We're going to let you get to work and come back, like I said, in about 5 hours when we're going to have this stuff on the Jeep, and we're going to take it for a ride and see what the difference is. As always, this is Roman, my man Devin, Tommy, Mike, saying you guys are the best, and be back after a little bit of hard work. Ciao.